What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Satisfactory. Wow, I am not addicted to this game, I promise. Anyway, so today we're gonna do a little bit more with our objective for basic steel production. As you can tell, have 39 rotors and 2 modular frames. I adjusted this a little bit, and this is actually building out our modular frames. So this will provide us with a little bit of a better this will get us to what we need for the 50 modular frames, and I actually have the one up here, the assembler up here that was doing our reinforced iron plates. It is now doing our motors, or rotors. I mean, sorry, rotors. So this will be building out our rotors. We now have this one pushing out iron rods to our assembler here, which is now really kind of struggling here with screws. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that one off for the time being and only allow the screws to go into here. Of course, there's some big pieces about it, but thankfully this is all working out properly. So, and here we do have our rotors and screws being delivered. And then once we're finished with our rotors, we will work on more reinforced iron plates, because down there that's going to do quite a few of them. So we have to wait for our screws. But let me while we do this, let me go let my dog back in. I'll be back. So yeah, our screws are a little slow. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time because this definitely. I mean, I don't know if there's a way for us to speed that process up. Of course, this is only making 4 rotors per minute, so that is absolutely going to take a long time for us to hit 150 of these bad boys. But the modular frames, thankfully, they make 2 per assembly development, I guess. And I'm hoping, I'm not even hoping, but I'm sure that, or I know we're going to be done with our modular frames prior to being done with our rotors. So we can go that route as well here in a little bit. So we're up to 8 now. You can see we still have plenty of resources available for that. So we'll kind of just let it do its thing. And then we'll plop these in here. You can see we're 101 away rotor-wise and 40 away modular frame-wise. So I'm going to throw that in there because I'm getting tired of seeing that pop up. So yeah. Copper sheets are looking pretty good. So that's good. That's good. But these basically make 2 per minute. So 4 per minute, which is basically similar to the rotors, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if there is a good way to really do this, like get this to move faster. I don't think there's a good way to get that one to move faster, but there might be a good way for us to get the get this one up here to move a little bit faster. But I don't want to go through the whole spiel of trying to fight this. So really the big one is the screws that were really kind of, 40 per minute kind of working out, because it seems like it's, once this one finishes, the screws kind of build up a little quicker. So it took 3 right there in the time period that we were over there. Let's look at this, 124. So the other one should be good as well. So yeah, it's going to take some time, but it is a process that we'll have to work through as we move forward. The end goal here that I will work on once I get a little bit more comfortable with the game and comfortable with my resources, and especially once we get steel, is I will build out the foundations, and I'll build out multiple resource crafting capabilities. i.e. more smelters just managing the iron, more constructors making iron rods and iron plates, and then more assemblers making rotors, modular frames, and things like that. So yeah, fun time. So that's basic steel production. It's going to provide us a foundry, which again can smelt two resources into alloy ingots. Can be automated by feeding ore into it with a conveyor belt connected to the inputs. The produced ingots can be automatically extracted by connecting a conveyor belt to the output. Then that gives us steel ingots are made from iron ore that's been smelted with coal. So once we haven't, I mean, we have plenty of coal, thankfully. Steel beams, we just utilize our steel ingots to make those. Steel pipes, steel ingots. Versatile framework, very similar. We have to make 500 of these bad boys, and then we have new products in the shop. Then the other one we obviously need to do to finish tier 3 is the vehicle transport, which includes the tractor and the truck station. But that's going to require 100 more motors and 25 more modular frames. I'm not worried about cables. I'm not worried about iron rods. So really, what's the objective here now? Honestly, it's just kind of going through the motions and waiting for all this stuff to finish. I'm sure it'll take plenty of time, take a long time, not a long time, but it'll take enough time because again, it's only doing what 4 per minute for 50. That's about 10.5 minutes or something like that. No, I don't know math, guys. I'm sorry. My brain is also fried right now, so I'm tired. We're up to 8 here, which does help. That brings us under 100 that we'll need now. This again makes 4 per minute for 150. We're going to need about 40 minutes for that. Probably about 35 minutes. So yeah, so we should be done with rotors and the modular frames. We should actually be able to send this one up before the end of this video. And yeah, so I did get episode 4 uploaded. It is in order on the playlist. It's not in order on my channel, though, unfortunately, just because of the fact that it's being difficult. I mean, it was being difficult. I don't know what to tell you. So what I'll likely end up doing, and what I want to talk about in this video while we are kind of waiting and biding our time to get everything made up, we could, in theory, be making the rotors here as well. But I don't have any screws, but I could, again, be making the screws in here. And actually, I'll just do that. I have plenty of iron rods. I have automation production for the iron rods. So really, I could make a ridiculous amount of screws and then just use those with more iron rods and make rotors to try to speed this process up a little bit. Because the rotors are really the ones that are going to be more of a nuisance to make, just because of the fact that they take so long. But neither here nor there. Yeah, so really, one of the big things that I do want to talk about here is I'm debating on doing a stream or a video series with me and a friend on this game. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Doing a video series. Make sure she didn't open her ears and listen to me. Point being that if it gives me an opportunity to be able to do more on this game, to also bring somebody else in. Like I've been trying to bring somebody else in to do a variety of different games with me, but it's been difficult to go that way just because of the fact that it's rather challenging and honestly a little, I'm not going to say frustrating, but it's rather challenging to go through the whole idea of doing a series online with another person, because you have to, mesh you have to basically meet with their time constraints. They have to meet with your time constraints. You have to be able to record in a simple enough fashion to where both of you are available for the long duration, for one, but also for two, make sure that both of you are able to stay and continue to make videos on it, because if I do one video 1 week and then all of a sudden 2 weeks go by and we haven't been able to play together, it kind of poses a couple problems, and it's definitely a little stressful to deal with. But in the retrospect of things, it does honestly provide a lot of options and opportunities, being able to bring somebody else in and play with you. I mean, one of the big things that I didn't realize growing up, and this is just something that I think anybody really can relate to when you think about this. Growing up, you don't really realize how difficult it is to mesh your time with other people online. For one, these people are in different time zones. Typically, it's very rare that you find people that are in your same time zone. And if they are in your same time zone, it's more likely that you know them personally or you've known them for a long time, rather than just have met them. So that's a big piece, is making sure that time zones mash together, make sure that everybody is able to actively work together and, continuously record videos together. You also have to deal with the idea of, hey, are you going to be recording as well as me, or is it just going to be me recording? And then having to upload that. But doing a stream, I can do one stream a week or something silly like that. Make it more or less an opportunity for us to kind of just, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the phrasing for this, but basically I think the best way to explain it would be being able to do a stream would allow me to be able to do a 3-hour video without any edits, not having to do any crazy things like that. Me and the other person can kind of plan our time around when we're available to stream. And then if we're available enough to... Hold on a minute. Rotors take 25, but I'm looking at the screw count going down. Okay, well, it's going down. Okay, never mind. I'm a doofus. I was looking at the wrong thing. Anyway, if we do I think we'll likely do a stream, and then do maybe once a week or once every other week, because we can do longer streams, especially if they're on the weekends and neither of us are working or neither of us have anything going on. It provides us an opportunity to be able to communicate and interact with the chat, get suggestions and tips from the chat. Because I don't know much about Quex in regards to this game. I don't know how much he's actually played of this game. I don't want to think it's actually been as much as me. I don't think he's played, and that's not saying much, because I've only played this game for maybe 8 hours now. So when I tell you I'm very new to this game, I am very new to this game. I have just under 9 hours of playtime. But to put this into perspective, I'm actually going to do this real quick, and then I'm going to turn this back to reinforced plates, and then I'm going to turn this right here back over to making iron plates. And the reason for that is because I do want to be able to build more modular, and I'm mostly just going to do the rest of these. I have 10. I'll just do the rest of the rotors with the crafting bench, because I feel like that's a little bit quicker for some odd reason. I don't know why. Let me see how many modular frames I have in here. 14. Very nice. Looking good. Boom, boom. So we're pretty close. But yeah, so I think a stream would be good. I think a stream would be fun. It gives you guys an opportunity to be able to interact with myself and Quex or whoever I'm playing with. If it's me and if it's Quex and I will just say that it is going to be a horrendous playthrough. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. You guys are going to get probably very cringed and very stressed out watching it, but I am beyond. I think it would be very enjoyable to watch Quex and I go full force at this. So, but yeah. So outside of that, I think there's a couple different opportunities available to us too that outside of this game alone. I think there's a couple other opportunities that are available to us, and I feel like we will be able to hit those marks rather soon. So if you guys are curious, or if you guys are wanting to hear more about some of my plans, just kind of keep an eye on the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to like the video if you do enjoy these videos. Don't worry, I'm not ending the video. I just want to say that up front. Yeah, so there's just a lot of things that I kind of look at when it comes to games that I want to play. And the idea of my channel was mostly directed at towards the idea of doing survival-based games. And I, again, for one, I love survival-based games. I love base building. I love automation games. I love like typical games like that. Like Minecraft Minecraft is basically an automation styled game to some degree. I mean, you can automate some of the processes that you do. Not in any way, shape, or form that you can on this game or a couple other games, but this game absolutely has kind of provided me just a clear understanding of really what is capable with some of these different factory style games. And Satisfactory, again, I mentioned it in a comment. I think I mentioned it in a previous video as well. I don't know where I got this game from. I was looking through my my wish list, and I was like, okay, I think there was this factory game called Satisfactory. So I pulled it up on Steam, and I was like, I can't wish list it. And I looked down, I'm like, why does it say install? I don't remember getting this. So I went back through like literally multiple years of purchases on Steam, and I did not buy Satisfactory. So either somebody gifted it to me, or I received a code for it somehow. I'm not sure when or how. So whatever happened, thanks. But point being, I can play the game now. I mean, I was gonna buy it regardless, but I can play the game, and that's really awesome. And I'm wanting to do more games though, because in the retrospect of things, I would much rather be able to play a wide variety of games while maybe not have like 20 playthroughs going of different games or 20 different series going on at the same time. I would like to be able to I would like to be able to go through and do more of these types of games and provide like not necessarily like tutorials or let's plays or walkthroughs of video of most of these games, because I really don't know what I'm doing 9 times out of 10. And that's been made very clear just based on this game. But I am very excited. I would love to be able to get it kind of smart enough, be able to do stuff like that. And I would love to be kind of like that person that newer players go listen to and watch to understand more about the game. But I don't want to be like, well, I'm a fancy know-it-all and I know it all. So I'm just like racking my mind about things, and mostly while I wait for that to finish. Anyway, okay, so we finished the rotors. Now let's get our modular frames. It looks like these are as many as I can make with this. So let's go ahead and plop that down right there. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. That's going to require, we need 14 more. So I think what I'll end up doing is just grabbing these right here and then just making them in here myself, because I can make 14 more. Wow, that does take a while though to make 2, 4, 6, 8. That's funny. I'm weird, I know. Just deal with it. And 14. Beautiful. Okay, so now we have steel, which is gonna be even more of a struggle for me. So
simple steel part. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Progress to the next phase. Yeah, foundry right here. So that's going to take some time to kind of get done. But now we don't need to worry about the vehicles right now. I'm not worried about the vehicles. I need this right here, which means I need this right here. which means I need to do something kind of annoying, but it's going to be fine. Okay. We are going to head to our coal plant. We're going to grab a bunch of coal. And while we're over there, maybe it'll actually show me. Because again, I don't know if the water levels go in and out. I don't know if the water levels sink or like sink really. What's the phrase? I don't know if the water levels like get too low and I'll have to move my water thing anyway, but we'll see. I could not word that at all the way I wish I could. I wanted to. That was bad. Point being, I need to make sure that if the water is like disappearing, that would probably be a good word for it. If the water is disappearing, then I figure out a solution for that, because that will pose somewhat of a problem for our coal generation if we are not able to maintain water pressure, because the coal plant will not continue to run properly. And I should just be able to look down and see. It looks fine. Okay, that's fine. It looks like it's still just doing its own thing. I have the coal plant feeding energy back to the miner and smelter, which I don't know if that is actually a smart thing to do, because it's using coal, but I don't know how much coal. I don't think it's using enough coal per minute compared to the amount of energy that the miner and smelter require. I don't know. I would love your feedback, your guys' feedback on that. Is it a bad decision, or is it stupid of me to utilize the coal generator, coal plant to? Yeah, this absolutely this isn't moving. That's full. That's full, which means in theory this should be full too. Yes, which means coal's fine. So yeah, I don't think it's using anywhere near. Anyway, not a problem. How much coal do I have in here? I have 100. Well, we're going to grab a bunch, because we're going to have to combine these together with iron to make steel. I don't know if it's done in the constructor, if I have to do iron ingot and coal, or if I have to do iron ore and coal prior to that. I'm sure we'll figure it out, but we should be fine. But the objective is I will set up multiple coal generators in other set up a coal generator in other locations as well. And then have all of those connected through the giant power stations that I will get in the future. I think with the tier 4 advanced steel, or it might be advanced power. I think it might be advanced power. But that will, I think, help out significantly with the overall power consumption. Now, I don't know if that is going to be anything that I will be able to accomplish quickly, or if that is something that is going to take 14 more videos for me to do. Either way, it should be fine. But I'm definitely interested, and I mentioned this in a previous video as well. I would love to see your guys' saves. Like, I would love to see what you guys have done. If any of you guys have videos or pictures of your factories and everything that you've done so far on your worlds, join our Discord. It's discord.jawshy.gg, or you can check the description for a direct link to our Discord server. It's still a pretty small server, but I do have channels specific for like pictures and things like that. So I would love to kind of get like see more about what you guys have done so far for your worlds, because in theory, I'm a visual learner. I will learn a lot more about what to do and what not to do, not only from doing it myself and failing multiple times, or I will, I don't know. I'm not going to say I'll look up guides, because I genuinely don't like looking up guides online unless it's like something that is completely impossible for me to figure out without asking. But now let's see. I'm curious. Steel ingot. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So that just requires. Interesting. What if I put these up? And this is why I still have iron ingots. Now, actually, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait. But let me make... Oh, let me do that right there. And then we will do this. Make our steel ingots. So this actually, I like this. This actually turns it... Wait, where... Oh, that's copper. Okay. Wait, no. That's iron ore. What am I doing? I don't need iron ingots. I need iron ore. Which means I can just do this right here. Beautiful. But that's cool that it takes 3 iron ore and 3 iron... Or 3 iron ore and 3 coal, and then you can compress them together to make 3 steel ingots. Rather than doing, which actually I don't know why it wouldn't just do 1 iron ore and 1 coal, and then you just compress those together to make 1 steel ingot. I don't know. I'm not trying to say I know what I'm doing, but I don't know. I need 100 of these steel pipes, or 200 of these. I think I need either 100 or 200. 200, okay. So we will, let me, do I not have any wood? Guess not. Interesting. Let's do this right here. We'll plop these down for a second just so that we can finish making the rest of these, even though we really only needed to get rid of 1 coal ore. But yeah, so I think this will help us kind of get to where we need to get to. But the steel pipes and steel beams are going to be critical. Really, like I said, we just need to worry about steel pipes right now. We need 1,500 copper wire, 300 concrete, which we easily have. 200 rotors are going to probably be a little annoying, but I think we'll be okay. We could probably... I think rotors require screws, so I think what we'll do is require screws and iron rods. We will wait for that up there to continue filling up with screws for a bit. And then once we finish making the 200 steel pipes, we will work on... I'm trying to look. I don't actually see the steel pipes in my inventory. Or no, I don't, because I haven't been making steel pipes. That's how messed up I am today. I'm so tired. Oh boy. But we were able to speed that process up just by making them here, and me just talking your guys' ear off, and I hope you guys are okay with that. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. I ate dinner before I started recording. So it looks like 3 steel ingots makes 2 steel pipes. Okay. So that's interesting. Yep, 3 steel ingots makes 2 steel pipes. Okay, let's go ahead and start making these. Let's make these. I'm just gonna, cut the video down to when we're done making these. All right, so we're running up on finishing, and we're done. Sweet. Okay, so now we've done to 200 steel pipes. Now we need 200 rotors, 1,500 copper wire, and 300 concrete. Let's go grab our 300 concrete real quick, actually, and then we'll head back over and grab... Actually, you know what? Just do that right there. Okay. I should have just grabbed the 500. I don't know why I had to make that so difficult. I like to be difficult. Leave me alone. Let's see how many copper wires we have. I don't think we're going to have anywhere near 1,500. But we could probably just let this kind of keep doing its thing. Yeah, we don't have anywhere close to 1,500. We're going to let this keep doing its thing, and we're going to go grab some screws up here, and I don't think I'm going to have anywhere near enough screws, but I think we should be okay. We can just grab some iron rods, and I'll cut craft them down. When I say cut craft, I mean like I'll craft them down, but I'll cut the video to when I'm done crafting, like 200 to 400. Well, this would also help if I had, any, if I had power for these. Boy, okay, that's fine. So I will come back and get some more power for these here in a little bit. I'm more worried about finishing up this stuff over here. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut the video from here to when we have our 200 rotors made up. All right. See you in a bit. All right, so I have 185 made because that's as many rods I was able to get. We just need, 15 more. So I'll just go ahead and bring the video back here. And we still need the remaining 1,500 copper wire for the advanced steel production, which shouldn't be too much of an issue to make. But we just need 15. So basically the amount that I have here is perfect for what we need. So great. Granted, I think the reason why the amount we have here is perfect is because I had to make 2,500 screws. That took so long. I ended up losing power in most of my machines because I just was focusing on this for so long. Anyway, that's not a problem. So now let's go take a look at how many copper wires we have. We should have about 11 to 1,200. Then I can make the rest. That's like 200 to 300 copper wires. And okay, we have just over 1,000. Okay, well, 200 to 300 or 500 copper wires shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, we'll just well, I think I have copper in here. I don't want to just start grabbing copper from over there just yet. Let's see. Yeah, we got some copper right here. We can just make some copper wire with that, and we'll be okay. So we need, what, 494? Not a problem. Okay, so electronics wire. We just need this one doesn't take as long. So yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing here is once I get advanced steel production going, I will start making, or I'll set up the stuff I need to start making these 3 components. I don't know what the recipe is for the advanced wiring. I assume it's probably going to be a hefty amount of copper wire. I haven't looked at the requirements for what we need to make the beam with, but I assume it's going to be, actually I could just look right here. Well, no, that's actually something else. Okay, I think that is from either steel pipes module. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. I mean, it'll be okay. It'll be pretty easy to get the steel ingots we need. Even if we have to go back and get more coal, I can do most of that stuff off recording anyway. I don't expect to do literally every small thing on recording, especially right now while we're trying to get things automated. There's a lot to do in this game. The factory building and actually like building out an actual like foundational structure. You can build out roads and things like that. I don't know what tier 6 and tier 7 are gonna, or what phase 3 is going to provide whenever we actually get to the 2 tiers within phase 3. I don't know what capabilities come from that. So I know that there is nuclear power in this game, which I think is really cool. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. So again, we need 494 right there. Boom, looky there. Boom. 1500, and then boom. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so now we have
Milestone reached.
these bad boys.
Can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
So this is going to be one that I'm really going to need to do here soon. I'm not worried about it right now. Hypertubes are apparently the things that where I could set this up and go from one location to another, which is really nice. This bad boy right here is what I need, and this bad boy right here is what I need. So let me take a look at what we need for these guys. I assume they're probably going to be in the assembler, stator and motor. Yeah, so those are going to be in the assembler. So let's see what requirements we need for these. Okay. So smart plating, we're going to need 1 reinforced iron plate and 1 rotor. Versatile framework, we're going to need 1 modular frame and 12 steel beams. Automated wiring, we're going to need 20 cables and whatever this stator, which is 3 steel pipes and 8 copper wire. So that's going to require a lot of maneuvering. It won't be that bad once we actually get all of the stuff automated, but that is definitely going to take some time to kind of get to that point. I might do some stuff off recording, kind of focus on the. I want to set this one up as the next milestone, because I really want the expanded power, because this is going to provide power storage, and then it'll also provide the power tower and the power tower platform. So let's see. Yeah, these two right here, I don't know what comes with 5 and 6. I'm curious, but we'll see. We still need to do the vehicular transport, and we need to do these 4. I'm not too worried about these bad boys just yet. The industrial storage container is definitely going to be something that we're going to have to get pretty soon. But I feel like right now, I think this one right here and this one right here are probably the 2 big ones that we want to focus on. But what I'll do likely off recording, just to kind of save time, and just so I can kind of get used to things, is I will likely start building out some automation stuff somewhere close to here, maybe like over here somewhere, over in this area, and build it out to be, well, pretty much I think what I really want to build out is the stuff to make the modular frame, the one assembler to make modular frames, one assembler to make, my brain stopped working, to make the steel beams. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of assembling required. If you ever purchase IKEA furniture, you'll understand. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to hit the high notes, hit what we need. I assume the heavy modular frame is going to come into need here soon. Luckily, none of these require heavy modular frame just yet. So I will go ahead and start working on figuring out a good like platform and a good factory build to really make this work. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything. I don't think I'm going to tear anything down just yet, because the goal here is once I get enough stuff, once I get enough automation and stuff, I will start kind of moving stuff around. Like having this stuff right here kind of build twice as many iron rods has been nice, and having this build twice as many iron plates has been nice. But I feel like there's just a couple things I need to manage and focus on while we do this. So we will continue kind of building out, see what we can do. There's a lot to do, and it's honestly a little bit terrifying just because of how much effort this is going to take. Nothing new in here, but yeah. So I think we're doing good so far. We'll continue working through what we got, and we will continue expanding. I'll do some power collection and try to get a. Actually, I'm gonna do the expanded power infrastructure stuff off recording. Go ahead and get that set up, and then I'm gonna try to find a way to get power from my coal generator over here without having to make it look extremely ugly, which I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. I think it'll be fine, but we'll do that off recording. I don't have to take everything and basically I don't have to record everything. I really want to try to get as much done as I can, and a lot of the stuff is going to require me crafting stuff in the crafting bench to speed the process up, and then just like walking away or doing other things on the computer or something. So I don't want to end up having to cut the videos down significantly every single time that I do a recording. But I'll look around, I'll see what I can find, and then in the next video you'll likely see some new assembly stations, some new just basic stuff that I think will be beneficial and will help us kind of move forward with the process. So with that being said, thank you guys again so very much for watching. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you guys have enjoyed the series thus far. Remember, I love you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do differently to make these videos more enjoyable for you guys. If you want to support the video by more than just subscribing, you can head down to the description and click on the Patreon link, or you can go to patreon.JawshyGG. Patreon is $4 a month for early access, a special Discord role, and a couple other things. And speaking of Discord, feel free to join our Discord server. It is a small community that I would love to see more people kind of come and hang out in. So with that being said, thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.